The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Go. I'm scared. X3. 218. Chopper.
Now the first career carry for the Penn State star Miles Sanders. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. Now this matchup, an important one for Week 1, an NFC East bout right off the bat. These two teams have met twice a year since 1936. 168 meetings overall, and the Redskins lead the series, but the Eagles, they have won 4 straight against these Washington Redskins. On 2nd and 7, Wentz nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I always love the opening game of the season, and for the players, always nice to get those firsts out of the way, isn't it? How about here? The first sack of the season. Not just in the first game, but in the opening drive. That's the way to get things kicked off.
Here we go.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Shotgun now for Wentz. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 30.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their 2nd down call is going to look like now.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Now 2 years in the making, Darius Geis's first NFL carry. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Haskins, 3rd and long, into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Here we go. Sweetie!
56. I got it. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Hey, stack. Flat. Switch up.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. And that's going to be intercepted. Landon Collins, the Pro Bowl safety. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense. that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Cody Latimer, 26 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And it's intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
They come up in an offset eye. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Looking to throw, Haskins. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Terry McLaurin, his first NFL reception, goes for 6. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on third down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll kick it away for the second time. A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. They go play action here on first down. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
2nd and 10 now. Haskins. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. It's a 1st down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
10 yards there, good for a Redskin 1st down.
Ready? 53, check, any weapon.
Now Haskins on 1st down. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl corner Darius Slay. And he works free. And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They start on the ground with Geis. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Redskins 14, Eagles 7.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
They're running it. 25, check 25, check 25. Shit.
Now a handoff, Geis going right. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Geis showing he's going to be an important part of this Redskin backfield as he's in there again for 1st down. Now it's Haskins. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 27 yards there, a 1st down. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Check 31, check 3.
They'll run with Geis. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. 3rd down, here's Haskins. And he finds McLaurin. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 26.
Here we go.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy that has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Jalen Mills in on the stop. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now a give, right side, it's Geis. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. They'll run with Sanders. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
At the 28-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, let's get that.
We're 5-7.
Mike 56, Mike 56. What we got? What we got? What we got? Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Shoot, shoot, shoot.
Switch up.
Now Wentz, escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Marquise Goodwin, 72 yards, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. How about the rookie in his NFL debut? Looking sharp. It's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. And he finds the tight end, Rodgers. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Good work, D. That's how you play.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
That good for 19 and a 1st down. Now it's Haskins. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. They come up in an offset eye. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Here's Haskins. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Hopkins with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Silver.
To throw is Wentz. That's complete to his speedy wideout Goodwin. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion.
Ram.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's Cameron Johnston now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. He'll return it from the 6, and he'll be out of bounds right at about the 10-yard line. He'll be hard-pressed to match that one. That a 65-yard punt, and there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Okay, baby, let's go. Let's go.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Check 37. Check 37.
Second down, Haskins. That'll be caught by Rodgers. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. This is Geis. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
Back to the ground. This time it's Peterson. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Check 59.
To throw on third down. Haskins. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Situation. Let's go. Switch.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Watch a slant. Check 99. Check 99.
Now Wentz on the bootleg. And this one's incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, and we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Watch twist.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. Now a play fake here on first down. Flush to his right. He'll try and run it. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
To throw again on second down. Wentz. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack.
Check, check. Lucky.
Outside, solid.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 17 yards and a first down for Philly. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check 13. Check 13. Shift.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Man open, it's Goodwin. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Carson Wentz beginning his 4th NFL season here in this ball game. And the last 2 years, he was not in the postseason with his teammates, including that Super Bowl run at Super Bowl 52 in Minneapolis. Was limited to 13 games that year with the ACL injury. Last year, 11 games with back issues. But now Nick Foles, who took his spot, he's in Jacksonville. And all pressure and all eyes are on number 11 in 2019. Deep ball for Goodwin. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Strong safety Landon Collins, the one who got a hand in there, knocked it away.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
From the red zone now, Wentz. Well, that's complete to Sanders. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, his first NFL reception, goes for 6. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Elliott good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This fielded at the 2. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a 1-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Now Haskins to throw it. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll be a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, Haskins. Over the middle, complete. It's Ortiz. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give the Redskins 13 there and a first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Haskins looking to throw on first down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
To try again after the sack. Haskins. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by abhanback94's. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
56. Mike, 56, right there, 56. Hey, get in the weight room. Slam.
Throwing his Wentz. Flushed out right. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
He's crashing. He's checking. Great. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check.
To throw, it's Wentz. Goodwin able to haul it in. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Cameron Wake with a little wake-up call as he gets in there for the sack.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
After the sack on first down, Wentz. Now they go screen. It's complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. It's caught by Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12. They'll go again with Sanders. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That second down play nets a -4.
Short game, last two plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16.
It's our time, guys. It's our time. Hatchet. Jim.
Trey 15. 40, 82, 40.
Check three. Hey,
Back to throw. Wentz. They'll find Goodwin here on the right side. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 23 yards, the final tally. They have gone to the 4th quarter, by the way, in that game in Cleveland. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A win would be their first of the young season. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go. Shit.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter.
50's a month. Hey, watch your leg. Check 52. No. Check 43.
To throw is Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
You think you won't get this? Check safety.
Back to throw. It's caught by Jackson. He's got the first down inside the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And he has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
Empty.
Boston Scott, his first carry. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Check.
They'll try to run with Sanders. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott Good with a PAT. And it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Now they burn the timeout, and they're kind of in that gray area where they might be able to get 2 plays in, but maybe just 1 play left in this ball game. We'll see. He's back to throw. Escaping the pressure, and a big loss here as he's taken down. So they'll quickly now signal for the timeout. And it's definitely not looking good, but at least they'll have 1 final play to hope for that miracle and get him in the end zone. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. 1 final shot for Haskins. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Philadelphia, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for Washington, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.